Hey, I'm Augustin. This is GtrTuts1, Guitar Tutorials for Beginners. If you're 5 years old or 50 years old and have never held a guitar in your hands in your entire life, then these tutorials are for you. This is for the brand new beginner to guitar, and I hope you'll hang out with me for a few tutorials and have some fun learning how to play the guitar, because by the time you get through about 2 or 3, maybe 4 of these tutorials, you'll be playing a song on the guitar. So grab your guitar and follow along, and I hope you'll have fun. I'm going to have fun teaching you, so let's get started. Okay, you're not going to become Steve Vai or Joe Satriani overnight. I hope you know that. And as long as you do, you'll be able to stick with these hand exercises I'm going to show you in the beginning, because they're very important, and a lot of video lessons and tutorials you find on the web glance over these very important exercises that you need to do to develop the hand strength in your left hand and to coordinate pick hand to fret hand and develop the muscles, develop the calluses on your fretting fingers. So stick with me for a bit and try to stick with these hand exercises and perform them on a regular basis, at least once a day as you're beginning, and you know, you'll quickly become able to play for longer periods of time. Your hand's going to get tired, your fingers are going to get sore, but that's just part of learning how to play guitar. So hopefully you've got a good guitar, that the action isn't too high, or the string gauge is not too big, that makes it hard for you to press down on the strings. If you've got a cheap beginner guitar where the action, which means the height of the strings off the fretboard, in other words, I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you've got a guitar that looks like this, where the strings are ½ an inch off the fretboard and it takes like a vice grip to fret them, then you've got the wrong guitar. You want to go to a guitar store and ask them for a beginner guitar, maybe even use a guitar with some nylon strings to make it easier for you to fret them, because friends, your fingers are going to get sore in the beginning. So don't have a cheap guitar where you have to press down real hard on the strings. Maybe you're not sure. I would go to your guitar store, local guitar store, guitar center, and ask them if your guitar is one that will be easy to learn how to play on. Let's go right now, and I'm going to show you something. Playing guitar involves muscles in your hand that you don't normally use. Okay, so you're squeezing the neck almost all the time, and especially muscles in this area of your hand are underdeveloped as you're a beginner. So I'm going to show you something that will strengthen those muscles and what it means, and it'll also help you down the road when you start learning bar chords. And bar chords are where you take your index finger and you bar all 6 strings across one of the frets, and then you add these other fingers to make a chord. So barring just across the strings sounds like this, and you can add some chords. There's a G major chord, okay? Here's a C chord, okay? Here's a C minor 7th chord, okay? Here is a G minor chord. So you do that all up and down the fret, but what that takes is that squeezing energy from your hand with the thumb behind the neck and your other fingers pressing down on the neck. So the opposing thumb thing is really coming in handy for us as guitar players, because if we didn't have opposing thumbs, we wouldn't be able to play guitar. Anyway, here we go. What we're going to do is take our index finger and lay it across the fretboard at the 1st fret. Now your thumb's going to be behind the neck, just like this, and you're going to need, in the beginning especially, to use your other fingers of your hand, your 2nd finger, 3rd finger, and your pinky finger, to help press down on your index finger like this. What you're doing is you're clamping across all the strings, right? And this is very important for developing the hand strength that you need to play guitar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you from the 1st fret all the way up to the 12th fret, and this is how we do it. 12th fret and on down. Good. Now if you'll do that maybe 1 or 2 times in the beginning, you'll notice that your hand's getting sore, and you'll notice that especially your index finger is getting sore from pressing down on the strings. So you want to do that maybe 1 or 2 times in the beginning. Now I'm going to show you another exercise for developing the finger strength and for developing the calluses on your fingertips, because we're going to be fretting individual notes, and this is known as the chromatic scale. You're going to be playing a scale which is all half tones all the way up, and we're going to take it up to the 5th fret on the first string, or the E string. We're going to start on the low E string, and we're going to work up from open all the way up to the 5th fret on the high E string. So it sounds like this, and it looks like this. And going down or descending. Now I'm going to give you a close-up of that so you can see how the fingers look and how the hand moves. I've got short stubby fingers, so you'll notice as I go up I have to kind of roll my hand in order to fret cleanly. But if you're blessed with longer fingers, you'll have an easier time of that chromatic scale. Let's show it to you one more time so you can hear it and so you can see how it's played. Okay? Now, if you've followed along and played that with me, you're probably going, ah, that hurts, and you've got dents across the fingertips of your left hand. That's all part of learning how to play guitar. Now, I'm going to advise you that those fingertips are going to become very, very sore after extended times of playing, so you might want to limit your play for maybe 20 minutes to half an hour the first day. Second day, maybe the first week. Just do that scale and do that bar chord exercise I showed you maybe 1 or 2 times a day in the beginning. And that's probably all you're going to be able to take. If you're a masochist or if you like pain, of course do it more. But probably just a couple times a day in the beginning is going to be enough. And after about a week, you'll be able to endure a little longer practice. But for now, I suggest you just do these exercises. These 2 exercises are going to develop your left hand, and they're also going to coordinate with your pick hand so that you can play cleanly. At first you don't. You make a lot of clams, you got buzzing going on. That's because you're not used to the muscles that need to be used for fretting guitar cleanly. And just don't give up, okay? Don't worry about that in the beginning, because as you develop your hand strength, those are going to be better sounding, and you're going to be playing cleaner with each practice. So anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you'll enjoy playing the guitar, and I hope you enjoy spending some time with me. I tell you what, it really is a joy and a pleasure to be able to present these video tutorials to you, and I hope you'll stick with playing guitar because it's a lot of fun, right? See you next time. Okay, I'm going to take you through the close-up of the chromatic scale on the guitar so you can get a better picture of how it looks, how it sounds. And again, ascending first. descending.